The Master's Mysteries. Tales of Magical Mastery. Episode 34. In the previous chapter, we were discussing how the earth demons that were shattered by the people in the temple gradually recovered, just as the ancestors had predicted. Looking at the earth demons reassembling before their eyes without any changes, the hearts of the guardians sank. At this moment, the people were exhausted from the previous battle, covered in sweat, and the sudden turn of events seemed to render the fight completely meaningless. Before the people could catch their breath, the group of earth demons charged once again. With no other choice, the people had to muster their spirits and engage in another senseless slaughter. Regardless of how desperate the guardians felt, the leader of this generation, as the most outstanding clan chief, possessed the abilities passed down by the ancestors and continued to strategize in his mind while fighting. Since ancient times, dealing with earth demons has not been a simple matter of brute force. How did they become so confused after years of peace and tranquility? Deploy the 7-star demon slaying formation. After shattering a few earth demons with a palm strike, the leader turned around and issued orders to the guardians behind him. These 6 guardians were all selected from the Divine Clan, having undergone rigorous training to become the protectors of the Divine Clan. They had been learning from the leader since childhood. Upon hearing their master's command, they immediately slashed their own palms with their divine weapons. Blood instantly flowed out, and after driving back several earth demons, they pressed their bloody palms onto the ground. The other guardians were equally decisive. Following the designated positions, they all pressed their bloody palms. However, these 6 guardians only formed the foundation of the formation. The true key to activating the grand formation was the leader himself. They witnessed him cutting open his own palm and slapping it onto the formation's core, simultaneously shouting the incantation. With a command, a dazzling radiance erupted from the 6 guardians and the leader, shooting straight towards the ceiling of the hall. Soon, a massive energy body formed above the hall, and in no time, it emitted countless rays of light, pouring down like a scorching sun. These rays of light contained an unknown energy that specifically targeted the earth demons. Soon, the struck earth demons shattered one by one, emitting wails. Not only that, the light became increasingly intense, and the earth demons shrouded in the radiance appeared as if they were being burned, turning into black charcoal. Suddenly, the enormous energy sphere above their heads burst open, enveloping the entire hall in blinding light. After the light subsided, all the earth demons lay on the ground, transformed into charcoal. In a short while, white smoke emerged from the earth demons' bodies, gradually turning into black powder. The battlefield fell into silence. At the same time, the power of the grand formation completely exhausted the strength of the 6 guardians, and one by one, they collapsed on the ground. None of them could stand up again. But this was not the place for recovery. After a brief rest, several people struggled to stand up, supporting each other, and prepared to leave the hall. However, just at that moment, a chilling scratching sound resounded. The sound was all too familiar to everyone. It still came from the depths of the abyss. It seemed that the earth demons from earlier were just the vanguard. The vanguard had already depleted the strength of the guardians, and the earth demons climbing up again remained as ferocious as ever. The piercing scratching sound grew closer, and soon, everyone saw countless red dots light up in the abyss. A sea of dark shadows moved slowly. Seeing this, the hearts of the guardians sank. They were severely exhausted, with no strength left to fight once again. Master. Just when everyone didn't know what to do, they noticed that the leader, their master, had been standing by the entrance of the hall, bowing his head in silence. The earth demons are coming again. The leader was their backbone. They all knew of his abilities. Suppressing the earth demons is the eternal duty of our divine clan. However, the leader continued to face away from them, emanating an aura different from before. We must not let this prosperous world be destroyed by our hands. Slightly tilting his body, the leader's solemn expression indicated that he had made a decisive decision. Under no circumstances should the earth demons be allowed to emerge and bring calamity to the world. Suddenly, 2 beams of golden light burst forth from his hands, gathering energy. Then, with a wave of his hands, the 2 beams of golden light exploded at the entrance of the hall. Master. Immediately, everyone understood what their master intended to do. He wanted to destroy the passageway leading to the outside. Indeed, after a powerful explosion, the entire passageway was filled with rubble. But besides turning the hall into their tomb, what else could it achieve? There were still numerous cracks within the mountain. Activate the Heavenly Guardian Demon Sealing Formation. Upon hearing their master's next words, the Guardians immediately understood. The Heavenly Guardian Demon Sealing Formation was the Divine Clan's last resort, never used in 1,000 years, as it required sacrificing the life of the formation's activator. Since the day they became Guardians, the 6 of them had pledged that if the formation needed to be activated one day, they would willingly sacrifice their lives. Although there was no way out now, it also ignited everyone's fighting spirit and passion. The straightforward response from the group pleased the leader. At least, at this final moment for the Divine Clan, no one backed down. With the leader's command, the 6 Guardians rushed into several passages within the hall. The Heavenly Guardian Demon Sealing Formation was arranged according to the positions of the 7 stars. Although they never thought they would use it one day, they had practiced it countless times in their lives. In no time, they were ready in their respective positions. A series of incantations were recited by the leader from the formation's core, and the 6 Guardians, one after another, anchored their souls onto their designated positions. Chen Ki. As the formation activated, several electric lights suddenly emerged from the Mount Funyu mountain range, converging within the mountain. Then, a dazzling golden light erupted, and a massive light column plunged straight into the bottomless abyss. After the golden light, countless fragments of rocks gathered over the abyss, forming a massive stone platform. The leader sat on the platform, becoming the eye of the Heavenly Guardian Demon Sealing Formation. At this moment, it was late at night, and the entire Mount Funyu mountain range was silent, with only agile birds, animals, and insects sensing the subtle movements. Humans were oblivious to it. Suddenly, the entire mountain range began to shake, but the tremors were not intense. Apart from the alert forest creatures, humans felt nothing. No one knew that beneath the mountain, a grand formation permanently suppressed the earth demons within the abyss, and gradually the existence of the Divine Clan disappeared. With the departure of the leader and the 6 Guardians, hundreds of years passed. Those divine beings gradually integrated into human life, and no one remembered the Divine Clan anymore. It turned out that there was such a great battle 1,000 years ago. It was too thrilling. At this point, Liao Fengyi and Old Dao were dumbfounded. This legendary story, seemingly like a fairy tale, would have been unbelievable had they not witnessed some things themselves in recent days. Thank you, seniors, for protecting the well-being of the world. I deeply admire it. Liao Fengyi and Old Dao understood that the elderly man before them was one of the Guardians who defended the formation that year. They couldn't help but feel respect for him. But if you Guardians were protecting the formation, how did the Earth demons manage to emerge again? However, it was already 1,000 years later, with the Bai Qian sect rampant, and even remnants of the Earth demons appearing. What was the reason behind it? Alas, the Master had already foreseen this calamity 1,000 years ago. The old man sighed deeply, saying that all of this was fate. The Master, the leader, had long foreseen the calamity that would occur 1,000 years later. All of this starts with the corpse of an Earth demon. Then, he proceeded to tell them the past and present of the Bai Qian sect.